poised to hit $500 billion by 2020 and will contribute to 15% of India's GDP. So says a study conducted jointly by Google and the Boston Consulting Group. CNBC TV 18's Priya, Sheth and I looked at the highlights of that report. The digital payments industry is at an inflection point thanks to increasing smartphone penetration and the entry of non-banking institutions offering payment services. And as these two factors continue to grow, so too will the digital payments landscape. As all this changes the way businesses operate across India, a report from Google and BCG says that the top 100 million users will account for 70% of the value of transactions through digital payment instruments.
Currently, there are about 350 million Indians on the internet. That number will go to over 650 million. So the first thing we're saying is that about half of the internet users by 2020 will use one or more forms of digital payments. About 1 million merchants actually have some sort of point of sale payments device. We actually think that number could go up to 10 million.
Rajan estimates at least 10 to 12 new payment banks will open for business over the next 12 months. And it's these payment banks, along with the government's Unified Payment Interface, or UPI initiative, that are potential game changers for the digital payments ecosystem. However, while the contribution of non-cash transactions to total receipts in the consumer payment segment is expected to nearly double to 40% by 2020, there are hurdles to be overcome.
Even the products that we have today in terms of wallets and so on, are really not simple enough. So I think how do we continue to make these products super simple so that, every consumer will use it, many times a day. So that's one. I think second, we've got to have a large number of use cases.
This has not stopped digital payment systems from gaining popularity. The report says 81% of existing digital payment users prefer the system to any other non-cash payment method. And while online shopping, payment of utility bills, and buying movie tickets are the top 3 activities using these platforms, it's just a matter of time before the list becomes longer. In Mumbai with Priya, Sheth, Surbhi, Upadhyay.